Today we'll be doing a speed test between the Realme X2 Pro and the OnePlus 7T. The Realme X2 Pro comes paired with a Snapdragon 855 Plus processing chip, and the version that I have is 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Looks absolutely stunning on the back, and so does the OnePlus 7T, which also comes paired with a Snapdragon 855 Plus processing chip, 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. The silver looks really striking, and that camera bump looks really cool. They also have 90Hz refresh rate panels, which I have enabled in settings. I've also turned off all animations in developer settings, and I have enabled high performance mode on the X2 Pro, though we don't have this option on the OnePlus 7T. We will be going from camera all the way down to PUBG, and we will be using my fingers, so to keep things as accurate as possible, take a look at my GoPro footage at the bottom left corner throughout the test. These phones are absolute monsters to say the least, guys. I can't wait to see how they go up against each other, so without further ado, let's go! So we're going to start here with round 1. I have ditched round 0 if you guys have watched my previous test. Round 1 is going to be the boot test over here, and the X2 Pro takes it. Then the second part of round 1 is going to be going into the phone itself and seeing how fast the app icons refresh when first booting up the phone. And as you guys can see, the X2 Pro takes the second point in round 1. Now we're going to use the optical readers underneath the display to test our fingerprint speeds over here. They both have pretty similar ones since they're both owned by BBK Electronics, and though the Realme X2 Pro got the first one over there, we didn't allocate a point though, since we're going to do best out of 3. So we have the Realme X2 Pro take it again over there, and in the third one we will see the Realme X2 Pro take it again, so it gets its third point in round 1. Now just bear in mind, guys, that I am putting tick marks underneath the phone that is getting the point and or winning this round, and so far the OnePlus 7T is faster when it comes to facial recognition, so it got its first points in round 1. Now round 2 we're going to go from camera all the way down to PUBG, and round 3 we're going to do camera, PUBG all the way back up to camera. Starting with camera over here, you guys can see the tick underneath the OnePlus 7T logo, which means that it was allocated a point. The tick has remained there because the OnePlus 7T took it again, but the X2 Pro took the photo faster, so the tick went underneath the X2 Pro over there. Now keep an eye out on the bottom right hand corner for the stages of the length of each round over there. If you guys want to flick to round 3 or round 2 or vice versa, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do that. Also keep an eye out at the bottom left hand corner for the GoPro footage to see how accurate my fingers are, since I know that there can be some sort of non-accuracy when using fingers such as mine. Until I get access to higher technology that I can do in these speed tests, this will have to do for now. So both of these phones are doing incredibly well, and we do have 5 points for the Realme X2 Pro in round 2 and 7 points with the OnePlus 7T, though we'll see how things change as we go along. And in round 3 we'll be doing a RAM management test. Not so much RAM management as to see how many apps are still open in the background, but actually the speed of RAM management to see how quickly apps reopen once again from PUBG all the way down to camera, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So far the 7T is rounding out the X2 Pro by 3 points over there, and the OnePlus 7T gets it again with YouTube, putting it 4 points ahead. We'll see how things come when it gets to gaming over here. They are very similar devices, though we are still running Android 9 Pie on the X2 Pro since it didn't come with Android 10 out the box, where the 7T did. We do have Oxygen OS on the 7T, but since I am in China, I do have a Chinese variant, so we are using Hydrogen OS. For those of you who don't know that, I did get many comments in my video where I was changing up the difference between the two phones when comparing specs between these two and the Oppo Reno Ace. They are all 3 awesome phones, and if you guys haven't seen my comparison video yet, be sure to go and check that out. Also let me know if you guys are enjoying any animations that you do see here, and if you'd like to change something up, let me know and I'd be happy to consider it in my next video. When exporting a video in Premiere Clip, I have given the point to the 7T. It did save the video quicker, but with Photoshop, we did have things a little bit quicker on the X2 Pro. We're only 1 point ahead on the 7T now, and if you guys have noticed by now, I will not be speaking about every single point as we go along here, but instead I'll be speaking about the phones as a whole. Overall, my experience with them are really awesome. I do think that Oxygen or Hydrogen OS in China on the OnePlus 7T is a lot better than Color OS on the Realme X2 Pro. The Realme X2 Pro is pretty much using the exact same software as seen on the latest Oppos, since Oppo is pretty much its parent company, and Oppo's parent company is BBK Electronics, which is also the parent company of the 7T. So they are all sister companies over here, which is Realme, Oppo, OnePlus, and Vivo, and they're all doing really awesome things with their phones, and though things do come out a little bit similar, I must say that there are some key differences. The X2 Pro does have a headphone jack, but the OnePlus 7T has a mute switch on the side of the device. We do have a slightly better camera with a 64 megapixel snapper at the back of the X2 Pro over there. Though with the OnePlus, we do tend to get clearer pictures overall. If you guys haven't seen that comparison video yet, I do suggest you go check it out. Now with games over here, we have seen that the X2 Pro is outperforming the OnePlus 7T in almost every single game that we have opened. And now we have an extra point going to the X2 Pro over here, as opposed to the 13 points on the 7T. We now have 15 points on the X2 Pro. I was a little bit surprised that the X2 Pro came out on top at the end of round 2, since the OnePlus 7T was holding things quite strong early on in round 2. Though the X2 Pro has fired up its guns and taken over the OnePlus 7T, I must say I really was surprised and I really am impressed. Now with PUBG Mobile, most of you guys do know it's very graphically intense and therefore takes quite a while to open up. But we do have the X2 Pro opening up PUBG a little bit faster this time around, giving it 16 points in total in round 2 as opposed to the 13 points with the 7T. Now guys, we're going to go into round 3 over here, and we're going to go from PUBG all the way back up to camera to see which apps reopen quicker. So we have the X2 Pro opening up the first one there a little bit quicker, and then going into the next game over here, which is Temple Run 2, X2 Pro once again. No surprise over there, since the X2 Pro did open games a lot faster when initially opening each individual app. Another thing that I can say about the OnePlus 7T that I do like is that the bezels are slightly slimmer, since we have pretty much the same size chassis of both phones, but the OnePlus 7T has a 6.55 fluid AMOLED panel, where the X2 Pro has a 6.5 AMOLED panel, a super AMOLED panel that is. So the borders on the left and the right of the OnePlus 7T are slightly slimmer, as well as the chin at the bottom of the phone. The top seem pretty similar, but if you had to argue which one is thinner, it would be the OnePlus 7T, since the footprint overall is pretty similar, but the screen size is bigger on the OnePlus 7T. Both of them are paired with UFS 3.1 storage, and both of them have the latest and greatest Snapdragon 855 Plus processing chip, which will only be replaced early next year, probably with the likes of Samsung coming out first. But as for now, this is the greatest CPU performer out there, with 4% increase in the CPU department and 15% increase in the GPU department over its predecessor, the vanilla Snapdragon 855. Now that is not a massive difference. You might see maybe 2 to 5 frames per second different when playing games, but overall using the phones, things are pretty similar. And that's why companies such as Google's Pixels and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 are still sticking with the Snapdragon 855 and not the Plus chipset, so that they could save some money but still charge us a crap load of money for their devices. Now in round 3 here guys, the Realme X2 Pro has absolutely annihilated the OnePlus 7T. As you guys can see, 17 points in total as opposed to 18 points from the OnePlus 7T. That is more than double, and I must say I'm really impressed with it. That gives the X2 Pro a total points of 36 as opposed to the 22 total points from the OnePlus 7T. I must say I was expecting different results over here, or at least something a bit similar, but the X2 Pro absolutely crushed it. I do slow down my tests over and over again to confirm that the point was allocated correctly, and I can assure you that this was a fair test. Hope that you guys enjoyed this test as much as I did making it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until next time guys, this is TechNick.